2,000 years ago, the eternal became carnal, that God might not be associated with that which is impersonal. And the galaxies he created would not outshine his son came that all who might believe in him would have life everlasting. So will you come and see. The Word that created this world took the form of a fetus wrapped in womb. That darkness would know his master has arrived, that blind skeletons might be given the sight necessary to stumble their way out of coffins, because Jesus has arrived. So come and see. One day in Cana, a mother who birthed divinity clothed in flesh once asked her son to do the miraculous. With that, the one whose words caused matter to unravel from syllables then approached ceremonial cisterns, only for them to erupt forth in a chorus of celebration as these jars of clay tasted water turned to wine. The first sign that would cause us to question if her son was divine. Or consider the royal official, a father who experienced a joyful misdirection for an infection that was intent on taking his son's life, was no longer rising like fever, but instead declining because his father had become believer. Or would you come to Bethesda, where people pool like stagnant water, stuck with infirmity, longing for water to spring forth from healing, only for faith to begin to nestle itself into concrete bones and provide movement? All of us are on the move. The question is, in what direction will your feet draw near to come and see? Or has your stomach ever longed for manna, bread that came down from heaven, to the point where it was willing to peristalsis its way towards yeast that has risen? Fish and loaves were intended to testify to our taste buds of whom to place belief in, while thunder and lightning were intended to wake us from reality, to help us place our faith in the one who is real. Storms in life are not meant to make us look toward heaven and place our hope in universe. Rather, they are intended to make us look towards the surf of the sea and see Christ clearly for who he is. Because storms can only be silenced by the Word. I find it fascinating that as his feet walked on water, the crowd followed along gravel, not because they believed, but because they were hungry. So I will ask a different question. Why do your feet follow his? Could it be that although your feet move closer, coming towards the presence of God, we still don't see? Like asking the blind man to describe the beauty that blossoms from a flower, could it be that what's keeping us from becoming a follower is not only movement, but vision? For how can you see the light if all you know is darkness? Like the blind man, we are born blind, that the wonderful works of God might be displayed. So, when we see Jesus, a man doing the work of God, then raise Lazarus from the grave, will we still see him as just a man? Or if we come to his tomb only to find it empty, will we finally see his divinity and come?